The New York Yankees are going to win the 2020 World Series against the Los Angeles Dodgers in a World Series rematch that I'm going to predict as of March the 2nd of 2019. The Yankees are going to win the 116th edition of the World Series in 2020, and they are going to win 11 years later after 2009. The number 11 is a very significant number for New York because New York is the 11th ratified state. They play at New York City. New York City has 11 letters. New York was attacked on the 11th day of September. 911 adds up to 11. It was the Yankees that last won the World Series in 2009. 2009 adds up to 11, and they're going to win the World Series 11 years later, and they're going to go 10 full seasons without winning the World Series. Aaron Judge is going to help the Yankees win the World Series in 2020. Aaron Judge's initials, AJ, equals 11. And the significance of J is that J is the 10th letter, and that New York would go 10 full seasons without winning the World Series title. It is the Yankees are going to win their 28th World Series title 11 years later after winning their 27th title. 11 equals 27. MLB equals 27. Some of the Yankees acquisitions this offseason, including pitcher James Paxton, are going to actually connect to the year that they're going to win the World Series. It is Paxton in gematria that equals 27. He's going to help the Yankees win the World Series. Adam Ottavino was traded from the Rockies to the New York Yankees. It is Ottavino in gematria that equals 116. 2020 is going to feature the 116th edition of the World Series. And it is Aaron Judge's April the 26th birthday that shows you the clue that he is going to win the World Series in 2020 in the 116th edition of the World Series. Because his birthday, April the 26th, is the 116th day of the year. This is how you know the New York Yankees are going to win the 2020 World Series, the 116th edition of the World Series. It has everything to do with Aaron Judge's birthday. Once again, it is James Paxton signing with the Yankees. New York, 39. James Paxton, 39. The New York Yankees are going to win the World Series again in their 42nd appearance in the World Series. It is Aaron Judge that equals 42 in gematria. By the numbers, he joins the team with the shade of navy blue that represents authority and force. And their stripes, their pinstripes that they wear, actually symbolize this Masonic authority as well. It is Freemason equals 42. Aaron Judge, knowledge equals 42. It's Aaron Judge that's going to help the Yankees win the World Series again in their 42nd appearance. Aaron James Judge, 144 and 54 in gematria. Mark of the Beast equals 144 and 54. Aaron Judge wears the number 99, a reverse 66. Is numbers a reverse 66? 66 is the number of the beast. And in 2020, he will end up winning the World Series. It is the number of the beast in gematria that equals 66. 99 is a reverse 66. That is how you get the significance of Aaron Judge's number and what that is going to reveal for 2020. I mean, it's pretty clear what his name is going to represent. 2020, the Yankees are going to win the World Series again 11 years later by the numbers. New York versus LA, their 28th World Series title. I can see a rematch occurring in 2020. It is champion in, let's see, that would not be their 43rd appearance, but I like how 2020 Yankees and World Series title both equal 78. That is something to look out for. Aaron Boone signing with the Yankees on a date of 3-9. That lines up with New York. Aaron Boone, joins the New York Yankees last year when he was 44 years old. I like how it is champions in gematria that equals 44. He is going to be the next manager to win a World Series. His first season, he was 44 years old, Aaron Boone. His birthday, numerology, March the 9th of the year 2020. Adds up to 32. That's where you get your World Series rematch between the Yankees and the Dodgers. His birthday in 2020 adds up to 52. I like how 52 is the prophecy number in gematria. Prophecy equals 52. I like how it is Boone that equals 51. The Dodgers in gematria equals 51. Going back to Aaron Judge, it is Judge that equals 47 degrees in the Masonic compass. His name is a Freemasonic name. Keep in mind that there would be 115 prior World Series of 2020, and that it is Freemasons that equals 115. They believe in law and order. Law and order in gematria equals 115. And what's going on for Aaron Judge and the New York Yankees is that and this is what the significance of 20 represents, is that Judge is going to win the 2020 World Series. And just like the Cubs win the World Series before Barack Obama ended his term, the Chicago native, we have, Trump, if he's in office in 2020, this is a narrative that's going to be reinforced, is Donald Trump leaving office with the Yankees as the World Series champions if he remains in office. 9146 adds up to 20, his birthday. Aaron Boone's birth year, 1973, adds up to 20. California native, La Mesa, California. Aaron Boone, California native. Aaron Judge, California native. This is how the scripted Yankees-Dodgers rivalry is going to renew itself when the Dodgers beat the Yankees in the 2019 World Series, and you know that the Yankees are going to beat the Dodgers a year later. You just looked at Aaron Boone's birth year of 73. Funny enough, it is gematria Los Angeles Dodgers in gematria that equals 73. 11 years later, the New York Yankees from the 11th ratified state are going to end up winning the World Series title again. By the numbers, that's going to be the case. Their 42nd appearance, their 28th World Series title against the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers' first World Series appearance in years occurred after 28 full seasons, 1988 to 2016. Aroldis Chapman, their closer. Mariano Rivera winning. I like how for Aroldis Chapman, I like how Aroldis equals 78. 2020 Yankees 78. World Series titles 78. I like how Aroldis Chapman won the 2016. He's going to win the 2020 World Series. All of these add up to 36. It's Dodgers that equals 36 in gematria. New York is going to win the 2020 World Series. This is numerology, gematria explained to you in a nutshell. Just really how significant the number 11 is for the New York Yankees. This is going to be a fun rivalry to watch.